Assalamu alaikum. We're looking at the vocabulary skill here, and the vocabulary skill is about using the dictionary. A dictionary, as you know, usually we use a dictionary when we want to know the meaning of a word. So we find a new word that we don't know the meaning of. We need to look in the dictionary to find what does this new word mean? What's the meaning of this word? So that's usually why we use a dictionary. But there's some other interesting information and very useful information that you can find in a dictionary. This is some of the extra useful information that you can find in a dictionary. So let's look at this. The first thing you can find in a dictionary, apart from the meaning of the word, is the part of speech. So if you look at the word, the dictionary will show you whether the word is a noun, or if the word is a verb, or if the word is an adjective or an adverb or another part of speech. If you're not sure what part of speech the word is, the dictionary will give you this information. It will also show you, the dictionary will also show you any word forms, especially irregular word forms. For example, plurals. Let's look at book, the word book. I have one book, or I have two books. Yeah, so this is a regular plural. We just add an S to make the plural. But what if I say here is one man, but here are two men? Yeah, so this is an irregular plural. The dictionary, if you look at the word man in the dictionary, it will tell us that the irregular plural is men. Also, the past tense, irregular past tense. If you were to look at the word go in the dictionary, it will also tell you that the past tense, the past form of go is went. It's an irregular form. It doesn't have ed. The participle forms and comparatives also, irregular comparatives. If you were to look at the word good in the dictionary, for example, it will tell you that the comparative form of good is not gooder, but the comparative form of good is better. So you will find this information in the dictionary. The dictionary will also help you with the pronunciation. It will help you understand how many syllables or how many parts that the word has. Sometimes it's difficult to understand, especially if it's a long word. So the dictionary will tell you how many syllables the word has. And also using the phonetic alphabet, it will show you the exact pronunciation of this word. We'll come to an example later. The dictionary will also give you some grammatical information about the word. For example, if you were to look at the word fish in the dictionary, after the word fish you might see a U in the dictionary entry. The U means uncountable. It means if someone says fish, you're not sure whether they're talking about one fish or whether they're talking about many fish, because the word fish is uncountable, like water, like meat, like rice. Sometimes it will show a C after the word. It means the word is countable. So all of this information we can find in the dictionary together with the meaning. Something else you can find in the dictionary is synonyms and antonyms. So for example, if we were to look at the word big in the dictionary, it might show us that the synonym, a word with a very similar meaning or the same meaning, it will show us, for example, large. So we know that large is a synonym of big. It has the same meaning or a similar meaning. It may show us the antonym, the opposite, a word with an opposite meaning. So it might show us, if we look up big in the dictionary, it might show us the word small as an antonym. If we don't know the word big, but we know the word large, or we know the word small, it'll help us understand the word big. And very important this, it will also, usually the dictionary will also show you example sentences and example phrases, so you know exactly how to use the word in a sentence or a phrase. Let's look at an example now. So we're looking at the word disease, and this is from a dictionary. It's from a real dictionary. And this is a dictionary entry, and it's about the word disease. So let's see how much information can we get from this entry. The first thing I can notice is it's telling us the part of speech. So we know that disease is a noun, it's not a verb. And the second thing I notice here is this little point, this little dot. What this means is that the word disease has two syllables. This is the first syllable and this is the second syllable. So when you say the word disease, disease, it's two syllables. How do we know this? 1 and 2, because of this point. Some long words in the dictionary you'll find a point and a point and a point. So this particular word, 1, 2, 3, 4 syllables. The next thing that it shows us is the exact pronunciation, not using the English alphabet, but using the phonetic alphabet. So this is a little tricky to understand, and this is a bit advanced. If you study further in the future, maybe you will learn this. But for now, what I recommend is going to an online dictionary, and usually an online dictionary, they will have an audio. You can play the audio sample, and sometimes they will have the UK accent, sometimes they will have the US accent also. So you can listen to a word pronounced by a UK speaker or pronounced by a US speaker. Sometimes it's different, and that will really help you understand the pronunciation of the word. Notice here a little dagger or a little mark here. That means that the syllable after the dagger, in this case this syllable here, that's the stressed or the strong syllable. So we know in this word, disease, disease, it's like this, disease. So the strong syllable is the second syllable. Why? It comes after the dagger. Already we have 3 parts of information, 3 things that we know about this word. Now it's telling us that the word can be countable and can be uncountable depending on how you use it. So it can be a countable word, countable noun, or it can be uncountable. And it's telling us that this word is related to health, the topic, the subject. It's a word relating to health or connected to health. And then it tells us the meaning, an illness of the body in humans, animals, or plants. So this is number 6. We know 6 things about this word now. Now we know the meaning, an illness that affects the body. And it can be in humans or in animals or in plants. Then it gives us an example sentence and an example phrase. Let's look at the example sentence first. Rats and flies spread disease. This is an example sentence. An infectious disease. Infectious means it can spread from one person to another, from one animal to another animal. The disease can spread. And this is an example phrase, an infectious disease. These 2 words, we use them together, like a collocation. So this is a phrase. And then it's given us the adjective form. So disease is the noun, and diseased is the adjective. And an example sentence using the adjective. His diseased kidney had to be removed. They needed to remove his kidney. Someone has 2 kidneys in his body, and these kidneys, they clean the blood, and one kidney was diseased. They needed to remove this kidney, and the other kidney was okay. The body can survive with one kidney, but the diseased kidney, and diseased is the adjective talking about the noun kidney, had to be removed. So just from this very small dictionary entry, just 4 sentences, 4 lines, 5 lines, we got about 9 pieces of information just from this very small entry. So as you can see, a dictionary is packed with information. It has a lot of information, and if you learn how exactly to read the dictionary entry, you can benefit from this information and it will help your language. Thank you for listening. I hope you took some benefit from this video also. Thank you for listening.